Anambra State Assembly passes bill for a law to prohibit secret cultism. Others. NAF airstrikes kill terrorists, destroy hideouts in Borno. US to send new aid equipment to Ukraine this week. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. The second phase of Anambra State Government's One Youth, Two Skills program is to commence soon. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo made this known while declaring open the 2024 Batch A Stream 2 orientation course for corps members deployed to Anambra State at the Nnamdi Azikiwe NYSC Unity Permanent Orientation Camp, Umuawolumbauku, South Local Government Area. Staff reporter Njideka Okoye now reports.
Soludo, represented by the Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Patrick Aramba, noted that as a youth-centered administration, skills acquisition is the pivot of his government policy, adding that under the One Youth, Two Skills program, his administration trains, mentors, and funds youths across the 21 local government areas of the state, saying that other youth-oriented policies of his administration include information and communication technology training, as well as clean and green initiative, among others. He encouraged them to develop symbiotic relationship with the good people of the state, particularly the youth, and pass to them the skills and knowledge they have, and systematically tap those positive things the people are endowed with for more development. Governor Soludo, who congratulated the corps members, assured them of maximum security and promised them that his administration shall continue to provide welfare services which would make them comfortable to discharge their assigned responsibilities, and commended the management of the NYSC and the state coordinator, Mrs. Blessing Iruma, for always being innovative, creative, and bringing on board programs and policies which would make the contemporary Nigerian graduate fit into the society seamlessly after their service year. On his part, the state chairman, NYSC Governing Board, and Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Patrick Aramba, who welcomed the corps members, said that Anambra State government has disclosed plans to mobilize sponsors for football and volleyball competitions for the 2024 Batch A Stream 2 corps members deployed to the state during their 3-week orientation program. The president, Anambra State Association of Town Unions Youth Wing, Mr. Ken Okoli, stood in for Commissioner Aramba, who said the competition was targeted at fishing out outstanding players among the corps members, as well as showcase the state as NYSC friendly, and enjoined the corps members to pay keen attention to every aspect of the orientation exercise. Earlier, NYSC State Coordinator Mrs. Iruma revealed that a total of 1,702 corps members, comprising 770 males and 932 females, were deployed to the state. Describing the corps members as special, Mrs. Iruma expressed joy that they were quickly adjusting to the camp environment as well as participating in camp activities, adding that their level of discipline so far was impressively high, and encouraged them to maintain the positive disposition. From Umuawolumbauku, Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
Anambra State House of Assembly has passed a bill for a law to prohibit secret cultism and similar activities and to provide for related matters. The executive bill was read for the third time and was passed during yesterday's plenary session after it underwent thorough consideration in the committee of the House of Assembly. House of Assembly correspondent Emmanuel Chiwata filed in the report.
Contains that any person who is a member of a secret cult commits an offense, whether or not in possession of offensive weapons, is liable on conviction to imprisonment for life or a minimum of 21 years imprisonment without option of fine. The bill aims at curbing secret cultism and related offenses, providing a legal framework to prohibit and penalize such behaviors and associated crimes. Commenting on the bill, the majority leader of the House, Sir Ikenna Ofodeme, said it will go a long way in saving lives of Anambra and empowering authorities to take decisive actions against cultism. He thanked the legislators for their support to the executive towards the progress of Anambra, adding that the bill, when signed into law by the governor, will signal a new chapter in the ongoing efforts to further promote peace, security, and social cohesion in the state.
Thank you so much, and I know Anambra people will be so much pleased with your dedication, services to people of Anambra State, so that we could be able to make Anambra State to be a livable and prosperous homeland.
Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, who acknowledged the recent outcry regarding cult activities, stressed the importance of the bill in addressing the issues, even as he commended the legislators for their efforts in the speedy passage of the bill.
This law will go a long way to salvage the young people Anambarians. Take the honorable colleagues. Those in support that this shall do and adjourn favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Also at the plenary, the member representing Obaro Constituency 1, Honorable Nobu Igwe, expressed gratitude to Governor Soludo for the significant transformation of Uboko community, saying that his constituents are now enjoying democracy dividends.
We're enjoying it now. We want to say thank you, Mr. Governor. The pipe-on water, people are now drinking good water, potable water. So, Mr. Speaker, and we're going to support him.
From the State House of Assembly, Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
An APC chieftain from Aguleze Chukwu in Agwata local government area, architect Chukwuka Okonkwo, has defected to the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA from the All Progressives Congress APC. Architect Okonkwo made this known in his hometown, Aguleze Chukwu, amidst cheers from APGA members and other stakeholders in the area. Correspondent Chibuzo Okoye completes the story.
Architect Okonkwo said that he joined the party because of the numerous developmental strides of Governor Chuma Soludo that have changed the socio-economic landscape of the state. He maintained that Governor Soludo's sterling performance was what endeared him to the party and revealed that he won Aguleze Chukwu ward with the All Progressives Congress in the last governorship election, promising to do the same with APGA.
If I be today, I join yes. Because we found out now. Yes. And now, Barul, if I name in Obodo Onyozo, I look at the Baya now, Swiss, or nada, Ghana. I know what it takes to deliver every part in Aguleze Chukwu.
Earlier, the APGA World Chairman in Aguleze Chukwu, Mr. John Kennedy Okeke, said that APGA is the best party in Nigeria and explained that they welcome Architect Okonkwo wholeheartedly and promised that they will work with the new entrant to ensure that the good works of Governor Soludo is showcased in all the nooks and crannies of the state.
One of the
stakeholders of the party in the area, Mr. Izundu Daniel, described Architect Okonkwo as a grassroots man that has what it takes to move the party forward and assured him that APGA will carry him along in everything they do.
Architect Williams Okonkwo Chukwuka, a household name, and he's a very wonderful entrepreneur, stakeholder, Noka.
Architect Okonkwo during the event promised to pay 1 year office rent of the party as they complained that they have no official party office in the community. Decoration of Architect Okonkwo with APGA clothes as well as issuance of the party card, among others, formed the highlights of the event. From Aguleze Chukwu in Agwata local government area, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
People of Enu Avomime Kota in Enugu in Njikoka Council area of the state has sent a Save a Soul message to the government over the threat of gully erosion in the area. The villagers are crying out after a recent downpour in the village that claimed properties worth millions of naira, while over 31 buildings in the area are at the verge of caving in to the erosion.
At the sites, the depth of the gully erosion was learned to measure about 60 meters deep and 60 meters wide. A chieftain of the village, Mr. Christopher Onyeku, told ABS that the village is at the brink of becoming extinct, and the fear of the people is that if nothing is urgently done, the entire community might soon be washed away. He appealed to the states, federal governments, and international agencies to come to their aid while blaming the erosion on flood channels directed from other parts of neighboring communities.
It's as old as the community, but the worrying part of it is that it's expanding. I want to draw his attention to appeal to him as one of the community stakeholder, community representative, to say, please, our dear governor, our dear commissioner for works, our dear commissioner for environment, please come to our help. Please do come to see with your eyes. Please come to identify.
Contributing, some residents of Enuavomime, Chief Paul Mbono, Emmanuel Okponyia, and Nwabeze Umejiakabogo said that they have lived in fear for years as the erosion has continued to threaten buildings of residents and a hospital in the area.
Government Anambra State. Irafia rekaro no na abia no ina ara onova na akpokuba na ayoba wabiko wabenyela anya ka na adrozi ana bawaga.
A visually impaired octogenarian widow whose part of her house has been eaten up by the gully erosion, Mrs. Rita Edozo, recalled that her late husband tried regularly to stop the ravaging erosion with palliative work to no avail and appealed for help to enable her family to relocate to another location.
That's a sad one. Moving on, the Nigerian Air Force says several terrorists were killed during a joint operation by the air component of Operation Hadinkai and troops of the Nigerian Army. The service also said that their hideouts in Damasak and Mumbai local government areas of Borno State were equally destroyed. A statement by its Director, Public Relations and Information, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gapwet, noted that the terrorists had attempted to attack troops of Sector 4 of the MNJTF at Lada, a border town between the Niger Republic and Nigeria, and subsequently fled across the border into Nigeria. He added that the fleeing terrorists who were on 8 motorcycles were later tracked to 2 locations in Zari village. They were observed hibernating in the village with their motorcycles hidden under trees. From the foreign scenes, U.S. President Joe Biden says his country will start sending fresh weapons and equipment to Ukraine within days. The U.S. Senate approved a $95 billion foreign aid package that includes military support for Israel and Taiwan as well as Ukraine. Mr. Biden vowed to sign it off as soon as it reaches his desk so that aid can be sent this week. According to the report, Ukraine has recently stepped up its calls for Western assistance as Russia makes steady gains in its invasion. Mr. Biden hailed his passage in the statement, calling it critical legislation that will make the nation and world more secure as they support their friends who are defending themselves against terrorists like Hamas and tyrants. Democratic Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said after more than 6 months of hard work and many twists and turns in the road, America sends a message to the entire world. Before we go tonight, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS TV from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Go on to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. On X, formerly Twitter, we are ABS Radio TV. On Instagram, we are ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again. Second phase of One Youth, Two Skills government program is to commence soon. Anambra State Assembly has passed bill for a law to prohibit secret cultism. Others. NAF airstrikes has killed terrorists, destroyed hideouts in Borno. And finally, from the foreign scenes, we told the U.S. is to send new aid equipment to Ukraine this week. To end the news, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. He's giving maximum support for the task ahead. And that's all on the news tonight. My name is Uche Chukwu. Ibrahim, thank you so much for staying with us. Good night.